Hey, first grade, it's Mrs. Arbini, and I bet you're wondering what I'm here to talk to you about. I guess actually you're probably not wondering at all because if I'm here, we know it's phonics time, right? And my buddy Rashid, he's around here somewhere. Not sure where he went off to. You never know with Rashid. But I'm here to share with you about some snap words today. So let's get started with our work. So when you were in kindergarten, I know that you and Mabel, was Mabel your friend in kindergarten? Do you remember Mabel? Mabel taught you about snap words. And snap words are words that we know by heart. Do you know what that means, to know something by heart? Like when you hear someone say, oh, I know that song by heart, or I know that poem by heart. It means they know it so well, they don't even have to read it or look at the words or think about it. They just know it. And in first grade, we're going to learn some words that we want to just know by heart in a snap. We don't have to think about them. We just know them. But to do that, we have to really be able to study these words. Because when you know a word, you can really, really study it. You can look at its parts. You can think about how that word would help you to spell other words. You can think about how words are similar and how they're different. But to be able to do that, you have to know that word in a snap. So I'm going to show you a word and see if you know it in a snap. Are you ready? Here it comes. Up. Do you know it? Do you know this word by heart? Any guesses? What does it say? It says Rashid, doesn't it? Well, of course we know that. We've looked at Rashid's name, so we know that word in a snap. I bet you know your name in a snap, and maybe even some classmates' names or your teacher's name or some family members' names. We know those words in a snap, and since we know it, we can really, really study it. Well, I talked to your kindergarten teachers. I talked to Mrs. Howard, and I talked to Miss Toppins, and I talked to Mrs. Ely, and I talked to Mrs. Masterson, and I said, hey, kindergarten teachers, I know you did such a great job teaching your students with Mabel last year about snap words. Can you share some of those kindergarten words with me, just so that I can check and see if we know them, if we are pretty comfortable with these words, if we really know them in a snap, because if we do, if we know them just by looking at them in a snap, we can study them. And they told me yes, which was really nice. So they sent me this list of words. And I want you to take a look at these words for a moment. And I want you to see how many of them you can read. So I'm just going to sit here and wait and listen carefully while you try to read them. Good. Do you feel pretty good about those words? Some of them I bet you felt like, oh, I knew these in a snap. They were easy peasy. And some of them you might have forgotten since we were in school last March. So we're going to review those today, some of these kindergarten snap words. And we're going to study them. And I'm going to pull up my favorite of these words. Take a look at that word. Do you know what that word is? Yeah, I'm going to say the sounds for you. Mm. Mm. Yeah, if we kind of swipe those sounds together, it's the word fun. Isn't that a great first grade word? I mean, or just great kindergarten word. It's just a great word. Fun. Fun. Well, I'm trying to think if that word reminds me of anything. Well, I hear the F at the beginning, and I hear that kind of chunk at the end. I wonder what we're going to find out about this word. Since this is a word I know in a snap, and I don't have to spend a lot of time trying to figure it out, I can really, really study it. And so we're going to study a word a lot like we studied names. Kind of the same idea. The first thing we're going to do when we study a word, we're going to read it. Well, we've already done that, but let's do it together. Fun. And we are going to clap, stomp, and snap that word. Let's see how many syllables fun has. Fun. I'm going to stomp it. Fun. And snap it. Fun. How many syllables? Yeah, just one. Can you think of some other words that just have one syllable, like fun? Yeah? Can is a good one. Go, that's a good one. Yeah, lots of words have just one syllable, like fun. The next thing that we want to do when we study a snap word is we want to name the letters. So let's name the letters in this word. F, U-N. Fun. Excellent. All right, so now is when it's time to really study it closely. Fun. When I read a new word like this, I always like to think of a word that might rhyme with it, because sometimes when you can rhyme words together, they'll help you spell. They'll help you spell that unknown word. So I'm thinking fun, bun. Like a bun, like a croissant or a hamburger bun. I wonder if I could use fun to spell bun. I bet I could. I bet I could change that F into a B and spell bun. Or maybe if I was wanting to make the word funny, I could use fun to help me spell funny. Isn't that cool? All right, now let's use these sounds for a second. Can you think of some other words that start with F? Tell me some more. Frog, fork, fool. Yeah, lots of words start with F. How about that sound in the middle? Think about that vowel chart. Like umbrella, right? And then we have this sound at the end. Can you think of any words that end like fun? Yeah, like can and fun in the same way. Very good. Now, let's look at the vowels. And we're going to remember, our short vowel power. So think about those kindergarten vowel shields that you had. Take a look at our vowel here. We kind of already talked about it. Yeah, it's the letter U. And it makes the sound, like umbrella. What do you think? Is that a short vowel or a long vowel? Yep, you used your short vowel power. That is a short vowel. Excellent. Last, we always check for blends and digraphs because we don't want to forget them. We know that they are very delicate and they get their feelings hurt if we study a word and we don't include the blends and digraphs. But are there any blends and digraphs in this word? No. I mean, we can try to study them all we want, but there aren't any in this word. So let's keep going. I have for you a list of your first grade words on a first grade word wall, and I'm going to show that to you in a second. I want you to spend some time when you're finished with this video going back to our slideshow, our first grade slideshow, and I want you to click on the word wall and I want you to study some of the words that are there. I'm going to show you what it looks like. Here it is. First grade word wall. Now here's the only tricky thing. I'm not going to lie. The words are a little bit tiny. You're going to have to use your super duper X-ray eyes to see these words. It's a bummer, but it's the best we can do right now. I want you to study at least 3 of these words using the way that we study words, thinking about the syllables, the letters, the sounds they make. Really study those letters, thinking about your short vowel power and looking for blends and digraphs. You may not find any in this set of words, but at the same time, you might find some of them. So you're going to spend some of your phonics time today looking at those words and really, really studying them, since we know most of these words in a snap. Now, when you're finished with that, there's something else I want you to do. I want you to get a piece of construction paper or just white paper, anything, doesn't matter to me. Doesn't matter to me at all. Hello. There we go. And I just want you to kind of fold it long ways like this. Any old piece of paper will do. Notebook piece of paper. I stole this from my kid's art pile. This pink piece of paper. Nothing fancy. Okay, got it. Folded long and skinny like a hot dog. And then what I'm going to have you do is take a dark marker or a pen, maybe, or even a crayon. Probably not a pencil, but anything dark. And on one side, you're going to make a check mark that looks like this. Check mark, easy peasy. On the second side, you're going to make an X. Looks like this. So see how you have 2 columns there? And you're going to use those words on the word wall and you're going to make a list. Those words that you know easy, easy peasy in a snap, you're going to copy those right here and write those down so that I know and your teacher knows which words you know in a snap. Now, there may be some words that you're like, I don't remember. That was March, Mrs. Arvini. I don't remember yesterday. Hey, I'm with you. I get it. And that is okay. If you've forgotten some of these words, we expect that. We know that that probably happened. I've forgotten a lot of things from last year. It's okay. You're going to write those words down on the X side. Okay? And so I have an example for you. So here I've written the words that I know. I copied those off of the word wall. And the words I don't know. And so what you're going to do after you do that, you are going to go to Seesaw. And you're going to click on the assignment. You'll kind of see this picture here. It's a snap word assessment. And easy peasy lemon squeezy, you're just going to take a picture of this. A picture of this list. Now, you may know all these words, and you may have been like, Mrs. Arvini, seriously, this was so easy. And that's okay. And you may also think, gosh, Mrs. Arvini, I don't know any of these words. That's okay, too. This isn't a contest. We just want to know which words you know. Okay? And this is just a quick way for us to get an idea. If you need an adult to help you read those words this time so that you know how to sort them out on your chart, that's fine. That's great. Just go ahead and send them to us. Okay? Guys, it was super fun studying these words with you today. I can't wait to see what words come next for us to study in phonics. Have a great day.